into vintage audio a year ago, but there's a lot of things he still doesn't know, so he started up a channel on YouTube, and here he is now, the Vintage Newbie. Ba, ba, ba.
Shit, you're early. Welcome to another episode of The Vintage Newbie. My name's Vernon Smith. Like you can sort of see. Take two. My name's Vernon Smith, and I'm the Vintage Newbie, which is also the name of this show. Glad my mama named me that way so I could secure that copyright. Boom, 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 boom. And today, we're going to be talking about a piece of equipment from Radio Shack, who is not a sponsor of this in any way, but I like their stuff. And I've got kind of a Radio Shack system here. Don't have a Radio Shack turntable, though I do want one. The Lab 300 or Lab 400 or 440, those are all pretty cool. And maybe some Nova or Optimus speakers. Maybe one day. Anywho, today we're going to be discussing this little guy right here. This little unsung hero. The SCT-25 cassette player. What am I looking for? I don't even know. Editing! Woo! Alright, so yeah. This little guy right here. The SCT-25. Now, for those of you old enough to remember, this does look like a dictation type tape deck, a little portable thing that would have like a single speaker on the back there. But this is not one of those, because you see these jacks right there, they're audio in, audio out for recording and playing. They're the same type of RCA jacks that you have in a full-size tape deck like this, that you have in a full-size tape deck like this, that you have, I submit, in full-size tape decks of all kinds. Yeah, it is a full-blown stereo cassette recorder. It is small in size, so it doesn't have things like the meters, which I love meters. I am very superficial on that. I'll admit it. I don't care. But this one does not have that. But what it does have is very, very good sound. I have quite a few cassette decks. You can see one here, one there, and then another one down there. And then another one down there. Because I really love cassettes, even though I really kind of hate the way they sound. But not really. It's actually just hard to find a really good cassette player for a decent price. And that's the thing. Most of mine I've gotten are like either cheap or free. But this, I can say, is the best sounding cassette deck that I have. It is one of the best sounding cassette decks that I have ever heard. It, I will say, is probably one of the best sounding two-head cassette decks, because I've heard three-head cassette decks are supposed to sound amazing, especially with recording, but I don't have one of those. I almost got one once, but the person getting rid of it sold it to someone else instead, even though I was supposed to get it. Thanks, lady. But yeah, I was on vacation and was looking at local Facebook Marketplace ads, and somebody was selling an SCT-25 for $15. I looked up the reviews on these things, and a lot of people had some nice things to say about it, so I was like, cool. And yeah, this thing sounds amazing. Other functions that it has, like a full-sized stereo cassette deck. Right here, it's got a counter, just like full-size ones do, so that you can keep track of where you need to queue up a tape. It also, whenever you press record, which I don't want to do because I've got a cassette in here, but maybe if I did it normally without that. Oh, that's the eject button. Never mind. Oh wait, no, that was a record. But I don't want to do it because I don't want to accidentally record on that tape. So I'll do it on this one. And hit pause just to be safe. But when you hit record, a little red record light lights up so you know you're recording. Another thing it has is if you're using regular tape, this won't be on, but if you switch it to a chromium tape, there's a setting and another light lights up. See that little green light, red light? It's like Christmas or Squid Game. Remember the red light, green light scene? Or if you watch it in the original Korean, 우아고시 피었습니다. But nobody's getting shot here, hopefully. We'll stop that and switch it back to chromium and get this non-chromium tape out of here. So that's some of the features on this. I guess I should have put the camera up to it closer to show you. But hey, it's not too late to do that. So away we go. Oh, here's what it looks like up close. Let's close that. Let's kind of pull it out a little bit. Yeah, still gotta clean up a little sticker residue on there. But there's the counter light, and you can push that black button to reset it for if you need to keep track of where you're recording. There are the in and out plugs for sound in and sound out. There are the lights that light up for when you're recording or playing a chromium tape. There's all your standard buttons, your record, your rewind, your fast forward, your play, your eject and stop, and your pause button right there. You have jacks to put in a microphone, left and right one. There's your switch for chromium tape and for normal type 1 tape. All right, that's how it looks. Pretty compact, pretty cool, and sounds amazing. But don't just take my word for how good it sounds. Let's put a cassette in that I recorded earlier tonight. It is a chromium tape, and I have not recorded on a type 1 tape, just on this type 2 tape. And yeah, I know that's just through a microphone placed near a speaker, but there's no background hiss whenever I listen to this in person. So that's really cool. The clarity is amazing. I love it very much. Oh, now unlike other cassette decks that have record levels you can adjust for your incoming music, this one does not have that, but it does have an automated volume and level adjust. So that's pretty cool. And it also does not have an output level, like a volume knob out here, but there is an adjustment in the back that you can do for that. There's a little output level knob on the back of it. So it has so many functions of a larger stereo cassette player and recorder, but with like 1/4 of the size. So if you're looking for something compact, maybe to match with a smaller size 8-track player, or just something small in your apartment or your house, or a certain room in your house that might not have a lot of space, this thing is amazing. I don't think they have any compact receivers by Realistic, but maybe you have some other kind of compact receiver of your own, of a different brand, a different variety. So yeah, because I wouldn't go stacking one of these on top of a receiver, because receivers have vents that need ventilation. But yeah, otherwise, if you just have a small shelf next to it, if you're not doing a stacking thing like this, then it would be great for not taking up a lot of space. So there you have it, the functions and features of the Realistic SCT-25. In my opinion, the best sounding cassette deck that I own. Okay, next time we'll be talking about one of these. Haven't decided yet. It's 2:15 in the morning. See you soon.